finally here, everybody. 8th edition. I hope you're excited. This is going to be a really quick video because I kind of raced myself to get this out there. But basically, we're going to paint an Ultramarine Hellblaster. See the Macragge blue? Layer on Macragge blue. When I say layer on, I don't mean like as in layering. I mean as in just put some on him. Alright. At this point I'm just going to do Adeptus Battle Grey on all of the... I mean, I never know what it is. I mean, is it rubber? Is it metal? But those conflagrations, I don't, that's not even a word for it, it's too hot. But that shit between his arms, and on these models, basically all their arse, look. His whole arse is just rubber, so you better not sit on any landmines. Put that on and then I just wash it black. If you want to go more on that you can, but no one looks at that shit. Okay, that song was called A Dark Blue Arc Instrumental, and it's by Pipe Choir. Pipe Choir is the name of the band. Necron Abyss, I'm sure there's a GW equivalent of it now. I mean, that is GW, but you know what I mean. There's a modern equivalent, just very dark blue. You could use, like I've said before on other videos, you could use black. But again, I'm just not washing it. What I ended up doing was actually, because it's weird, because I've never painted obviously a Primaris Space Marine before. It's just slightly different from that go-to you end up having. You end up with the old Space Marines just doing stuff because you've done it 100 times before, but you don't have that with these. So what I did was get really sloppy, and then you can always just go over with your base coat, because we're not washing. You're going over Macragge Blue anyway, so any errors you make, don't worry about it. Just go back over it with Macragge Blue, and it will look great. No one's gonna know or call you a motherfucking piece of shit motherfucker if you if they find you out for it. So yeah, I won't cut to music and have a big long thing. I'm talking now to fill the bit of time I can see on Movie Maker. There's probably like another 20 seconds, and then I just realised that I need a bit more control to do this, so I took it off camera. And filming in 4K as well just burns up the equipment, so I don't like to leave it there like that, especially on a hot day like today. Aren't we all having a lovely day? So yeah, see how I'm being careful there like that? You can be like careful like that as well if you want, obviously. You won't be doing it with a camera in front of you, so it'll be easier to do that. But otherwise, just be sloppy as fuck and then fill it in with Macragge Blue again. It really doesn't matter, and it'll just look like this. Wait for it though. There you go. That look nice. I do love a lovely lined in model. It looks so good. All of a sudden he lives in 3 dimensions. Anyway, let's do his trim gold. Now I used 3 colours for the old gold. None of which were gold. Can you believe it? I'm sure you can. That one's Fulgurite Copper. Start with that as your mid-tone. Well, this is what I did anyway. You can do what you want. What you could do, just be really quick and easy about it, is to just get whatever gold paint, I think it's Retributor Armour, stick that down, wash it with whatever Devil and Mud is now, Agrax Earthshade, done. It looks good, but I didn't. I started with Fulgurite Copper. I used Skull Crusher Brass as a highlight, which you could really hard to see on camera, doesn't really come across, and I went really dark with Screaming Bell as I always want to say low light as opposite to highlight, but as a shade on the back. Again, you can't really tell. Another thing you can do when you want to highlight metallics is to just add silver, just pale it all out. That looks pretty good, but yeah, I mean, it's easy. So again, I won't do a big thing. I'll Duncan Rhodes it and just go, here you are, now it's done. What do you think of that? Now it's fucking done. See what I mean? It is done now. There you go, look. And then it probably looks pretty good if you do all the rest like that, all the rest of the gold. Look, see? Easy as that, innit? I don't know where this is going. Hold on a minute. Yeah, time to highlight, innit? To get the Calidor sky out. Again, don't fall for this GW thing of having to use their 3 colour paint scheme they do. Just use a lighter blue, or just add a tiny bit of white to Macragge Blue. Really, the only paint I'd say you should use if you want to paint Ultramarines is Macragge Blue, because it just gives you the Ultramarine blue base. But Ultramarine Blue is a colour. That's the colour. So just do that. You could just find that anywhere. They've got no copyright on bloody Ultramarine. Jeremy Corbyn. So yeah, you know how to highlight stuff by now if you're a follower of my work. Raised areas, thin lines, progressively lighter colours. It's dead easy. See, I'm just relentless. Then do an even lighter highlight. Go a bit whiter. So again, if you just had that, you could just add some white to it, or what I do is I use this colour, Fenrisian Grey, very common extreme edge highlight for blue. Use this one in ever decreasing amounts, so just very, very, very high points. Stick a little bit of that on. Look. See, just stick it just in the corner there, just where the light's going to catch. Done. Easy peasy. I'm just dotting in the colour. It's basically done. It's basically done now. But for one thing, which is a great thing about Primaris Marines, they're actually big enough for their gun holsters and things to look like they should be on them, which is amazing. I won't to bore you with it too much, but basically I just painted them Xandri dust, then I did some Seraphim sepia as a target wash, literally just in the corners where there's the little bit of shade, and then I did a really quick edge highlight, just one pass with a Shabti bone, and I just painted the gun. The gun, I'll just tell you how I did it because I don't show you because it would be too finicky. But basically all I did was paint the whole thing with Adeptus Battle Grey, give it 2 washes of black, let them both dry, get the Adeptus Battle Grey, add a bit of white to it or a bit of bone, do that as an edge highlight, just in some places, don't go mad. And then with the plasma, I just did Calador Sky, so my second highlight colour, and worked up on that. I wasn't worried about the bit of Xandri dust that got on the backpack there, because those are the bits I always do silver, which you'll probably have noticed in a few of my paint jobs, so don't worry about doing that. And that's it. That's literally it. I like I say with the plasma, I did about 3 colours up, so started with that Calador Sky, then I just kept adding white to it, and just get progressively up towards the corners. And I think it looks good. I think the Primaris Marines look really good. Tomorrow I'm going to gather materials together to put some Death Guard down on the table. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them as the Sons of Mortarion, because it feels weird to me that they'd call themselves the Sons of Mortarion. It just sounds weird. It's too heraldic, and it sounds too organised for chaos gobshites that just literally fall apart because they're such gobshites. But yeah, I'll do some of those. I think I've talked for so long that it's gonna now run out of video and go to, oh yeah, there they are finished, is it? Yeah, see, just put some Shabti bone on it, and see I've done the silver, just wash it with some gloss black. It's easy. It's so easy. See his eyes? I really like the way they look when you just put silver on them. So I just did them silver, just washed some gloss black, because it looks proper. Okay, and there we go, guys. Really grateful to you if you managed to make it this far in the video. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, share it, let people know the good word about Horus CSA. More to come, guys. 8th edition's here to stay.